Quickly retrieve arms from safe.
You've already got arms, numbnuts.
Retrieve your gun. There are dames to be rescued.
You are quite positive there has never been a gun in your office, and never will be. Frankly, the notion strikes you as reckless and foolhardy.
Break through glass with fist to unlock door.
You don't know why you're assuming the door will be locked. You don't usually keep the door to your office locked. Nonetheless, a guy this hard-boiled doesn't go messing around with totally unmanly things like knobs. You send your meaty fist glassward.
Thud.
It seems there never was a glass element to the door. It was just a piece of paper taped to it.
Take the piece of paper.
The piece of paper was added to your inventory.
Manhandle the doorknob. There are dames to be rescued.
The door is locked. Funny, you don't remember locking it.
Call the royal locksmith.
The most plainly obvious course of action is to call a locksmith. You examine the phone. While it appears to be hooked up to an active phone line, the rotary dial and receiver cord are both missing. You won't be talking to anyone on this phone.
Check pockets and desk drawers for phone parts.
Unfortunately, your desk has no drawers, since it is a board resting on some cinder blocks with faux wood panel siding. Your pocket, however, yields bountiful returns. You found some candy corn.
Get key.
You pick up the gun. The grip is cold against your palm. This is your only friend in the world right now. It's going to be a long night.
Next. Store candy corn in safe.
Thinking the precious cargo may not be secure in your pocket, you explore alternatives. But you don't know the combination to the safe. You figure it's probably hidden somewhere in your office.
Check the other side of the paper.
You have decided to examine piece of paper.
Next.
Eureka! You discovered a sequence of numerals.
Open safe.
You will use sequence of numerals on the safe.
Next.
The safe doesn't seem to work. It appears to be a replica of a safe's facade, concealing something beneath it on the wall.
Next.
There is a painting of a clown under the safe cover.
Look under the fake wood panelling of the desk.
There is a flask of whiskey under the desk.
Get your flask.
You pick up the flask of whiskey.
Drink the whiskey and remember the good old days.
How do you expect to drink from the flask of whiskey when it is not in your jacket pocket?
Exchange gun for whiskey, then drink.
You swap the key for the flask of whiskey and wield it accordingly.
Ow!
You topple backwards onto your desk.
Use the key on the door and open it.
You re-equip your gun so you can blow a hole in the lock to open the door. It looks like your gun only has one bullet left. Are you sure you want to use it in this way? You might need it in case you have to off yourself later.
Check what is taped to the bottom of the phone.
As you stoop to look at the bottom of the phone, your finger slips and you blow the lock for the door.
Never mind. What's under the phone?
It's a business card for Busts R Us. Probably a brothel, considering the lame double entendre slogan and the phone number, which, if turned upside down, spells boobies.
Take card.
You put the Busts R Us card in your inventory. You also put the phone upright and back on its hook to make sure you don't miss any important calls from would-be clients.
Walk out of the room through the now unlocked door.
The door still will not open. It appears that it was never locked in the first place. Something must be obstructing its path.
Look through newly made hole in the door.
No wonder the door won't open. Blocking it is an enormous and magnificent bust of Ben Stiller in his role as Starsky in the 2004 Retromania comedy remake of Starsky and Hutch. Lying on the floor appears to be an unfortunate bystander, an employee of Busts R Us. He was polishing the bust right in front of your door for some reason.
Take the bust sunglasses.
You can't reach them. In any case, they are probably just a part of the statue and not actual sunglasses. You spend the next half hour trying to reach them.
Take a closer look at the mysterious clown picture.
The painting is exquisite. There is something funny about his eyes, though. Light seems to be shining through from the other side.
Look through the eyes of the clown.
It's too bright in this room to see anything in there. You do think you hear a voice, though. You can't tell what it is saying.
Throw a cinder block at the door.
You're just so angry about not being able to reach those sunglasses, you're about to lose it. You first consolidate all the scrap wood into a neat pile, then hoist the block towards the door.
Next.
It sounds like something was knocked loose on the other side.
Peer out the window to see what floor you're on.
You faced east in the room to look out the window. Bright daylight floods the room through the glass. You've always been a stickler for natural light. This is the only source of light in the room. What makes this particularly strange is the fact that it is 10 o'clock in the evening.
Take a look outside.
It's the view from your third-floor office. You gaze abstractedly at the commotion below. Same scene, same faces every day. It's like it hardly ever changes. Not that you can afford to pay much attention to scenery, with your mind wrapped around the latest problems to sleuth and your lips around your flask.
Ask the movers with the moving van to remove Starsky's statue.
You shout toward the moving truck, hoping someone might be willing to bust your problem, so to speak. You do your best pantomime of Ben Stiller as the Starsky statue, but it doesn't seem like anyone can see or hear you.
Throw cinder block at window, thereby discovering it is fake.
You think you have a pretty good idea about how your office works by now. Acting upon this hunch, you hoist another cinder block glassward.
Look. Pick up shard of glass and put it in your inventory.
No clue is too trivial for the keen problem sleuth. Your motto is let no inventory go uncluttered.
What's that?
You catch a glimpse of the reflection in the glass. It's the wall behind you.
Turn around.
Now facing south, you pause to marvel at the beauty of your office wall mural celebrating ethnic diversity. You had it commissioned some time ago by a promising young artist. Best $11,000 you ever spent.
Read the note under the coffee.
It appears to be another business card. At a glance, one might think it was a calling card for a lady of the night named Muriel, with a typo in her name, given the poor spelling exhibited elsewhere. But on closer inspection, it is more likely a misspelling for mural, given the smudged-out pun about walls. The suggestion in the phone number is probably regarding the old coat of paint rather than anyone's clothes. It is an easy enough mistake to make, though. You feel sorry for anyone who at any point in the past may have called while under the wrong impression.